Hi, my name is Max. I'm from Vicon, and in the next few minutes I'm going to talk about how Vicon fits into an Unreal-based virtual production workflow. So now I'm going to actually go through the steps and show you how this is all done. The first step is we need to get the Blackmagic camera in a suitable state for calibrating. Our calibration wand, which has got a pair of infrared lights which calibrate our motion capture cameras, and visible red lights to calibrate our SDI feed. You can see we're calibrating. We need to give some sample data, and all we have to do is paint the entire sensor of sample data, and we also want to get different focal lengths, so we want to paint quite close to the camera and far away. And all it needs is 500 frames or so this is already more than enough data.
So my name is Rangi Sutton. I'm a visual effects supervisor, animation director, and becoming a virtual production person. So this particular virtual production, we're opting to use a green screen and a green screen suit, and the somewhat unique setup of having a motion captured performer in the green screen suit being shot in situ with live performers. So this scenario gives us immediate feedback to everyone involved. So our cast, our crew, our directors all get to see in real time a very close proximity to what the final shot's going to be.
So once we've finished calibrating, I can check my lens calibration by turning on the 3D overlay. And if I walk out with the prop, you can see that's calibrated well across the whole frame.
So we're no longer having to ask people to imagine what's going to be past the green screen. There's no confusion about that. We're seeing it in real time. One of the most interesting parts of this is how the performers can act towards each other. So we've got our live action performer who's able to in real time see what our motion capture performer is doing, and vice versa. Often these could be done a day or a week apart in different parts of the city. And you might need a visual effects supervisor making sure they're hitting the right timing marks. Whereas with this scenario, there can be a lot more impromptu performances. They can go off script slightly. The director can invent a new shot on the day and have them play it out. It really returns us to the creative process as opposed to being a purely technical process when we're dealing with green screen studios, when we're dealing with motion capture, and these sorts of visual effects technology, which often the production crew aren't quite aware of what the final result's going to be.
In Shōgun, we've got two objects being tracked. We've got our Blackmagic camera and our follow focus. We've defined the segment we're going to stream to Unreal as the entrance point, as given to us by our calibration, and also the center of the focus. Once we've launched our Unreal project, we need to make sure LiveLink is set up and configured correctly. And then once we've set up our composure elements, we can hit play. So once we've got Vicon tracking our camera, we've got our lens information in. You can see I've got an object here, I've got markers on it, and I can do an overlay of the CG on top of the live action. And as well as this, if I move my camera around, you'll see my live action elements track with my virtual. And also, because of the follow focus ring being tracked, I can do a focus pull, and my CG and live action will behave correctly.
So one thing I find very useful with this arrangement here is tracking the camera as we're filming means that we're not needing to do that as a post-process and relying on the filmed element. That means we don't need tracking markers on our green screen. We don't need to be constantly watching the shot to make sure we can get a 3D track afterwards. We're also getting the focus changes in real time, which is showing us the effect on the background as well as our foreground images on the green screen. With this, we see it all in real time, the director gets to agree, and the VFX soup gets to sign it off as being an achievable shot.
And mark. And cut.
Thanks for watching our overview on Vicon and virtual production. I can't wait to see what everyone makes using our technology.